What's up, everybody? Y'all know the vibes. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Janelle Monáe.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And Real Talk.
Real Talk.
Hey, this is Mike Tyson, and it's just Real Talk Sports with Valencia King.
Real top sports. You rockin' with Valencia King. Nah, she do it. Real top, real sports. Ain't got it real about you. Like real top sports.
Hey, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Can we rewind it back one more time? Let's rewind it back one more time. One more time. What up, Harris? I see you. I see you. Hey, I had to rewind it back. I had to rewind it back. I had to rewind it back. I just had to. All right, you guys, this is the dialogue, and let me go ahead and pin this. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm excited. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna do it simultaneously.
What's going on?
What up?
Wait a minute. I feel like I need to do this to the front. What?
Yeah.
This ain't right.
Vertical. Bam, and we bike.
I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna raise it up. How you doing?
Good. Well, bam. See, we straight like that.
We're good. I heard you jamming out the vibe. That's a dope track you're playing.
Thank you. Yes, I love it. It's like a warm welcome everybody back in.
I respect it.
So, okay, everyone, this is the dialogue, like I said, and we have been celebrating amazing, incredible, tremendously involved Black fathers. We did it leading up to Father's Day, and we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and continue it on in week 2. And right now, we got the one and only Trevoy in the building.
Hey, what's going on? No, thanks for having me on.
I'm really excited to have you on, just because before we actually did this leading up to Father's Day, it was just kind of, Father's Day, let's celebrate. But as we've been doing it, and Mama King, shout out to Mama King producer, as we've been doing it, it's just been amazing to just hear how many people are like, no, we appreciate it, we need it, and they're happy to, also be celebrated as well. So it's like a small part we can do for you dads out there.
No, for sure. I think it's definitely something that's starting. I don't want to say just starting, but it's something that's really being welcomed as like, it's good. It's cool to be a good father. It's cool to be ownership of like, hey, I'm a great father. Look at me. You know what I mean? So no, I appreciate you for putting this type of energy out there for sure.
Absolutely. It's my absolute pleasure. So let me give you like a proper introduction, okay? So you guys, this is Trevoy. All right. And when I met Trevoy, he was heavily involved in the business world, in the music entertainment world as well. He was out there. I actually met you, I want to say simultaneously with True Desmond.
Right.
And you guys were just rocking it out with the music entertainment. And for you, no matter what entity you've always been in, you've always been about efficiency. And that is one of the things that I really want to, of course, talk to you about in a moment, but just want to relate to everybody as well. Outside of that, you are also, like I put in the caption, award-winning athlete. Check the stats.
Yeah, absolutely. Hype me up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Nisa, thanks for joining in. So, I just want to let everyone know just a little bit about you, and we'll get into that a little bit more as we do this Father's Day encore celebration. And so I guess I'll kind of dive in and give a little background. Let's dive in, because I don't remember what year we met. It feels like way back when.
I was thinking about that. I think it's got to be like at least 7 years, maybe 8 years. I was like, gosh,
Yeah.
I've been knowing Valencia for a while. I remember we met at your studio the first time. It was a
Hmm.
nighttime. You was doing your thing in Garland, I believe, and we came through. So I was like, wow, we go way back almost, man. We almost a decade deep.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
And that's it's been an incredible journey. And I was talking about this with JR, who we had on yesterday, and I think I met him maybe only maybe around the same time as you and True Death, or maybe a couple years before. But like it's just been a minute, and just to see all of us grow in our individual careers,
yeah,
to see
yeah,
you guys grow within your families,
yeah.
and your businesses. It's a blessing to be around, to just see people, continue to live life and grow, man.
It's inspiring. It's inspiring. I see you. I'm like, I see you in Houston. I see you in LA. I see you all over the country in New York. And I'm like, man, Valencia has been doing it and consistently and building it the whole time. So, no, it's definitely inspiring to see that, man. I'm just rooting to keep it going, man. Don't ever stop it. So keep doing your thing, too.
Hey, right back at you. So yeah, like I was kind of saying, when we met, you were just, same as now, on your grind. Just kind of talk to me about maybe how you got started into. We'll start with the music entertainment
Sure.
industry. I know you do business as a whole, but let's
Yeah.
kind of start with the music entertainment side.
Yeah, so absolutely. So really quick, I mean, so you mentioned True Death. That's my guy. We've been knowing each other since age 14, I believe. So a long time in the game. And I just from basketball and knowing that he rapped throughout high school, I just knew that was his thing. And so we ended up going to college together in New York, which was crazy. We go to high school and then we end up going to another state to go to college as well. So it just worked out that way. After college, I had a marketing degree and he was just consistently doing music. And so one day I walked up to him maybe a month after college. I said, "Hey, I got a marketing degree, and you do music. Let me start posting your pictures on Facebook. Let me just start doing something to like at least use my degree for the most part."
Right.
That's kind of how I was approaching it. It was really that simple. And so that's what I did. I said, "Hey, you take a picture, I'll post it. You do a song, I'll post it." And then all of a sudden, we did the House of Blues one night on a Wednesday. I think it was like an open mic or something like that. And then it just kind of took off from there. And then that allowed me to say, okay, I'm doing something I'm comfortable doing as marketing. And I started reading a bunch of books after that. So it kind of just
Yeah.
spearheaded from there. So I just trusted True Dev's passion for music. And also I trusted my ability to, be a marketing person at that time.
Yeah, I think that's really, you kind of hit it nail on the head. You trusted his passion for music, and you trusted your ability.
Yeah.
And since
Yeah.
I've known you, you've always, stood strong in that. If you say you're going to do something, you are doing it. It's consider
Absolutely.
it done.
Absolutely.
And that's not only needed just period point blank, but it's needed within, our industry, our
Yeah.
career, our community as well. So I've just always appreciated that about you. You
Yeah.
mentioned the part about doing a lot of reading. And I know I'm skipping some steps along the way, but outside of you doing some reading, you've been doing a lot of writing, and you actually
Yeah.
wrote a book.
Yes.
And I'm just like, whoa, come on, somebody. So if you guys don't know, if you missed the caption, Trevoy is the author of Walk Through the Fire.
Absolutely.
So just kind of talk to us about that, because from what I can just remember you talking about it, it was a process, getting there and writing it, and getting it done and out.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you brought it up. Yeah, so Walk Through the Fire, it's really as what the title is. I feel like it's kind of easy to walk away from challenges, walk away from what's intense in your life to kind of make your life easier. But I think anyone who wants to get to a certain point in their life, a significant space, you got to walk through the fire. And all that means is just you got to embrace the challenge, right? We're growing, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually, financially,
Yeah.
all those spaces. When you grow in those spaces, it takes unlearning some things, learning new things, and it's always uncomfortable. So all I'm
Hmm.
saying is that walk through the fire, embrace those challenges. And I had a lot of experiences in that book that I'm talking about, things I've dealt with from maybe people, families, friends, the whole deal. Just one quick story, if you don't mind me asking, I'll
Oh,
let
go
let
right
you know.
ahead.
So there was a family friend of my aunt, and man, this is kind of tough to say, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it out. He befriended me. I've been knowing him since I was like maybe 14 years old, and he just would talk to me. Always come in as a mentor, whatever the case may be. And then this is 2016. Yes, we had my kid or whatever. Matt was already been born, and we were going into the first Christmas of
Mhm.
2016, his first Christmas. And I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of stuff going on. I think I worked, I was doing like Grubhub and stuff like that, just side stuff. I wasn't doing a lot of stuff with money. And he told me, he was like, hey, I'll get you on as a trucker. You know, those CDL, you get your CDL license, you become a trucker. And he was like, you can make like $10,000 a week. And I'm like, man, this is some life-changing
Say
cash. You know what I
less.
mean? So I'm lit. I'm lit. You know what I mean? So I started trying, man, I went and got my CDL. I started training. I started like doing everything you need to do, did the licensing classes. I did all this stuff. He said, you give me $1,000, I'll put you in position. I took out $1,000 loan at this, loan shark place and just dropped him $1,000 cash at a Chicken Express for off 75. And so, long story short, he screwed me. He screwed me. He literally, when we got to the point where it was time for me to go take my actual driver's test, this was a 5-week process, and he never showed up. He never answered the phone. I couldn't use his truck, and he just left me ringing. So, long story short, a couple weeks afterwards, he ended up saying, "Here's $800 back, and figure it out." And at that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm never relying on people like that anymore. That dude, I had my son involved. I had all these things, my emotions involved, and he just kind of left me high and dry. And I was like, you know what? This is the moment that I'm going to take full responsibility of everything I want to do in my life. I would never in my life put my hands in somebody's, my life in somebody's hands like that. So that story's in the book for sure. I go in detail as well. So
Listen,
a lot of learning.
No, it's needed, and I applaud you for not only, going through that, but taking the time to share your story. Not only here, but in the book as well. That's just so people can learn from it. And we all
Yes.
have those, instances where it's like, here, let me tell you this so you ain't gotta go through it too.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You're leading the way out of love. It's like, I'm not here to tell you what not to do, but I'm telling you this is what I experienced. And I'm gonna just put the cookie crumbs out there for you to make your journey easier. That's what it's all about, honestly.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate him for taking me through that at this point, because it just, again, I was walking through the fire, straight up.
Yeah. That's the gem right there. I appreciate him because of the lessons you learned from it and where it kind of geared you towards in your next moves. That's low
Absolutely.
key a bar, True. Definitely check it.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. You mentioned in that story your beautiful son, MVP.
Yeah. So no,
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, I was just saying, and just the whole book experience. It was amazing to sit there and write the book. It took me about a year to write it because I started and I stopped. But that was a really good experience writing that book, though. Really good experience. So, but you
No,
mentioned MVP.
yeah, MVP. And actually, I want to pause on MVP because, I want to stay with the book for a moment because you actually, from the book, developed a course to help other people write their books. So, kind of talk to me about that because I imagine, I'm not personally, the book writing experience is like, lit. I gotta do it, right? I can't just say the words and y'all listen. So
Right.
how did you decide to, you know what, okay, I did it, I know what to do, let me
Yeah.
help others, because I think that's a lot of what you do is essential, it's needed, and I've always appreciated, you not only are making your life efficient, but you help other people be efficient and productive too, and we'll get there in a minute, but just talk to me about the book course.
So you're gonna see, and you're already talking about it. You're gonna see a theme with me. It's always about how do I position myself and how do I position other people. And like you said, efficiency. People have asked me, how did you write that book? And I've explained the process, but I can't always do that. There's so much going on these days. And so what I've done is I was like, okay, let me create a course and let me simplify it. I think simplicity to me is like my Bible at this point. If it's complex, if it's something difficult, I don't want to touch it. Because you have to allocate your time to different places in your life, and just complexity is just not. I'm not with that. So on the course, all I'm doing is I've broken down into pieces what it takes to get this book done in maybe like 4 weeks. If you really get after it, you can have your book done in 4 weeks. And so I just broke it down. I broke my steps down from starting to organizing your thoughts, writing your stories. It's really straight to the point and simple. And it's like $15. I don't want to crack anybody across the head for a book course. I want to position somebody to tell the story though, because we all got stories. We all got something to tell.
Yeah.
Whether you're a vegan, whether you're an athletic person, whatever you do, your personality, like what you do. We all have stories that we need to tell people, and the 7 billion people in the world. So there's enough for people to get around and inspire other people and make some cash off of it, or change some lives. You never know what your story may do. So here's a book course for y'all, and go make it happen.
Hey, go make it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
But
gonna use
that's the theme though, for sure, is making it easy for other people.
yeah, and like I said, it's needed, it's valued, it's appreciated as well. I'm gonna use your words to transition this because you said the book can impact people and change people's lives. Something else that can change your life is, having a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Trevoy, talk to me about that moment when you found out, wow, I'm gonna be in the fatherhood game. Whoa.
How did I feel? I'm such a even kill guy these days. I try not to get too high, I try not to get too low. So when I found out, this was 2015, obviously, I was like, oh, okay. All right. And really, I mean, I've already been kind of prepping for, I've had, you're like, okay, when I become a millionaire, I'm going to probably go to this place and I'm going to eat this food. Or when I get married, I'm going to do X. I had already had those preemptive thoughts, but when it happens, it's definitely different. But when I found out, it was just like, okay, all right, well, let me start prepping for daddy mode.
Yeah.
Bet. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was my thoughts.
and your son, so adorable, and shout out to the missus as well. Work it for life, ow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful family. What are those moments, or just talk to me about some of those moments as dad? Because I know when we were coming up, we thought we were smart. Kids know some things, but I feel like these kids nowadays literally come out the womb knowing everything.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So you want me to tell you some thoughts? So, I mean, at the gate right now, this dude is already, on the phone scrolling. I kid you not, Valencia. This dude is now like, hey Siri, put it on this. Or with the YouTube has its own voice recognition thing. He'll be like, hey Sonic, put on Sonic. So he's already talking to the phones. I may drop a F-bomb every now and then around the house or something like that. Or I may curse him. He's saying it, so I have to watch my mouth. I have to watch what I'm doing. But in all good light, he's very advanced for his age, and it's crazy to watch. I mean, I've always thought, how does somebody go from being 1 year old to 40 or whatever, and I'm watching him grow every day, and it's scary, and it pushes the crap out of me. It pushes me to just every day you got to go all out. You got to make sure this guy has not spoiling him, right? There's a difference in spoiling somebody, and there's nothing wrong with that either. You do what you got to do, but I want to make sure he has the resources that he needs to do whatever he wants to do. I don't want limitations for anybody, especially for my son. So it's pretty incredible being next to him every day. It's crazy.
I would definitely imagine so, because I as I've been talking to the dads this week and last week, I'm not a parent, but I see y'all, and as I get older, I see everything my parents did, and I'm like, y'all, wait, what? Y'all been adulting,
Yeah. Man, listen, man, when you had a kid, we probably have to extend this another hour, because I mean your whole mindset on I'm in the gym, or my time management skills on point. I can tell you how long it'll take to get from Plano to Dallas I will tell you how long it takes for each of these stops, because my whole awareness system just goes up. I can't spend too much time doing ridiculous stuff. I got to make sure everything, your money you start to budget better, all these things, if you want to continue to improve your life. If you don't, then it just kind of falls by the wayside. But your alert system increases intentionally, for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned being aware. Matt is 4-ish. 4. Okay, yeah. Quick math skills, woohoo.
On the spot.
How has it been? Because at 4, you're technically, what is that? That's still daycare, pre-K ages?
Yeah, he's headed into pre-K. Whenever heck we start school again, right? With all
Right.
this.
So does I guess he wouldn't have been in this place to like really know that the world shut down.
Right.
Or does he know like, hey, you guys are home a lot or like
Right, right. Well, well, he know. So he knows about coronavirus. He literally he got that what's Cardi B's
Oh yeah,
coronavirus. Like
coronavirus.
he's all on that. He's all on that right now. So it's kind of funny. But I don't think he really knows. Like dad and mom are home a lot. We're working from home
Okay,
and all that
okay.
stuff. But it's he's he's embracing it though. He loves it. He loves his freaking mom, and then I'm just like the kind of the cool cat in the back. So he's here. He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, no, I know he's obviously poor, so he's not, having all the conversations, about
Right.
what's going on in the world. But
Right.
you, being a black man in America, being a black father, have you, thought about how those conversations will go? Or in your other dad community friends, are you guys having those conversations, or and how are they going?
Yeah. So I mean, he's not the age now to have those conversations. But just like you said, I can't wait to have those conversations with him. In a good light though. And I
Yeah.
have certain principles that I hold to myself that I'll definitely pass to him for him to either take or leave.
Hmm.
I think I'm hoping 6 or 7, 8ish he'll be able to we'll start having that like kind of friend conversation because that's
Hmm.
what this is about. I want to make things comfortable for him to come to me and talk about, and I want to be able to have a relationship with him, not just be a dad figure, right? I want to be friends with him as well as he grows up. He's just not old enough at this point.
Hmm.
But as far as like other black fathers that I know, one being Lamar Glass, he's the police officer. He's very active in the community right now. We talk a lot. His position is so unique. Being a black father, being a police, it's different. So him and I talk a lot about these things and just what we're trying to do as far as taking action. And like you said, being fathers that pass this information down to our little ones. So we're pretty active together as well. So
Yeah, I definitely I know that's going to be an important conversation for you to have, and I know it's something that you as a black man, as a black dad, don't take lightly. But I appreciate you saying that you want to have a conversation in light and not make it dark and heavy. Like, of course, the truth is the truth, your reality is your reality, but you can
yep.
still have conversation flow, if you will.
Exactly, and the thing is, if we're going to be transparent for a second here, and I'm being transparent the whole time, and I'm saying going a little deeper, it's very scary. I mean, to know that any moment, myself or my son, whether his skin tone is, whatever, can be out and be harassed or shot or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You know what I mean? So I think, I really low key, I think we should have like a protocol when a black man gets stopped by police. We need to have a literal protocol on what to do. My
Mm-hmm.
thought right now is I'm driving to either Target or Walmart where all the lights are, regardless if I need to drive 2 or 3 miles down the street, and I'm making sure there's visibility because I don't know right now. And I've talked to Lamar about this as well because you don't know. You know what I mean? I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing right by people. And I could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So that conversation definitely needs to be had.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's scary because you don't really know what's going on right now. So I'm with you. That's
Yeah.
definitely something that needs to be discussed more for sure.
Absolutely, and I'll take a moment to share just as a black woman in locally in Garland and Rowlett because I live in Garland, but I was driving from Rowlett. This is a couple years back, no,
Yeah.
5 or 4 years back. In Rowlett, cop had his lights on for me to pull over, but it was a long street where ain't nothing to pull over, and this is still daylight. But I'm like, there still ain't nothing here. Ain't nobody gonna see or hear nothing. So I
Dude.
crossed from Rowlett into Garland, and when he pulled me over, because I went to a gas station, he was mad because
Yeah.
obviously he's a Rowlett officer. I'm like,
Right.
but sir, there wasn't nothing back there but trees,
That's what
and
I'm saying.
I don't care if it's daylight or not. I need a gas station, something. And
Bruh.
second, just a second quick story. Driving from Houston to back to Dallas from one of the games, and if you've driven on 45,
Right. No, I've
you
been
know,
before.
there's all these patches of just land, and there was a state trooper was signaling me to pull me over,
Yeah.
and I literally called 911. I was like, first of all, I need to make sure this is an actual state trooper. because we know there was a period of time where people just looked like they were pulling people over, but
Yeah,
they weren't.
yeah,
People go missing. And I said, well, can you confirm this is the officer? And she said, yes, I'm not on the 911 call. And then I said, well, tell the officer that I don't know where to pull over because
yeah.
we're in the middle of dirt.
We're in nowhere. We're in no man's land right now.
Exactly. And fortunately, he was more understanding. So I did end up pulling over. And I asked the 911, I said, can you stay on the phone with me?
Yeah,
And he said
yeah.
no, because it wasn't. I said, well, I don't feel safe. But no, okay, just call you back. All right, because I'm gonna have time to
Yeah.
call you back. Um,
It's crazy.
and when the state trooper got to me, like I said, he was a little bit more understanding. And I said, well, I wasn't sure, officer, of where to pull over because I don't even know what town we're in. He's like, no, we're literally not in a town right now. I was like, exactly.
You see
We're
what I'm
not in
saying?
town. If you want me to just pull over.
You said exactly. You're not even dude, it's like
So yeah.
what happened? What ended up happening? How did he end up handling? Did
It
they
was
handle it?
I may or may not. I don't think I was speeding, but whatever. That's not the point here.
Well,
So
my thing is, it's like, dude, like, first of all, there's a lot going on in this country right now. I gotta represent myself. You're not like if you stop me, even if you're walking towards the car, if my hands, it's this dark, whatever, my hands are coming from the bottom, you want my ID. I don't know what you're gonna do, man.
hmm
I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm coming out here. I'm in peace right now. I got my family, or not. Matter of fact,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story, real quick. I
hmm
was with my mom 2 weeks ago, and I'm in Plano, Shops of Legacy, nice area.
hmm
I'm parking in a parking spot. It's dark, and the spot that I was parking in was too small for my car, but I didn't realize that until I kind of got in it a little deeper.
hmm
So this policeman comes around the corner and he pulls up on me, and he literally stops his car, gets out of the car, and starts to walk towards me, in my little, me trying to figure out my parking spot. And he walks up, and I'm
hmm
like, well, he goes, hey, this spot is too small for you. And I'm like, well, I know that now. I mean, I don't need you to get out of your car and come tell me that. You know what I mean? So I happen to have
Yeah.
my mom in the car with me, and I'm like, well, what if I didn't have my mom in this car at 8 o'clock,
hmm
at 9 o'clock at night? I don't know. I don't know. And so it's definitely a awareness thing of, like, we need a protocol out here. We need to have some more communication about how this process looks, man. And everybody's not out here doing weird stuff, man. It's not, you can't just be prejudiced and stuff because you feel like something's going on. Like, I'm not
hmm
doing anything out here. So, but yeah, that's a lot going on with that for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and I think the common thread, at least for me, is just like people will sometimes say, every cop isn't bad and this and that, but it's at the same time like I don't know how you're approaching me. I don't know what your intentions are. So
Right.
my only I can't be at fault for being automatically defensive.
Yeah.
Like that's just I don't have the luxury of giving you the benefit of the doubt. Like statistics show. And
Too much on
so
social media.
yeah, and that's just kind of always been my mindset with it. And I know for me, one of the things I've learned along the way is having those kind of conversations beforehand. But well, now we don't really drive with friends because everyone's quarantined and whatnot. But beforehand, if you're taking road trips or driving with friends, you got to know who's in your car with you. Because in
Sure.
my story with the state trooper being pulled over, I had a homegirl with me, and I was like, I don't know it's daylight, but I don't care. We're not in town right now. Can you just have your phone to record?
Yeah.
And she didn't record. I said, well, we're
Yeah,
not driving
you got to be
together.
on point.
We not driving. This will be the last time we drive together. I promise you that.
Yeah, you got to be on point. You really got to be on point these days, man. There's too much going on. You got to be safe and stay out the way, man. It's too much going on these days, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It definitely is crazy. And I guess I'll segue because
Yeah.
one of the things that I've been trying to be more intentional about is finding my little pockets of joy, because having my black girl joy, our black boy joy, is how we still win in this fight, to me. And so doing these lives, talking to you dads, has been a pocket of joy
Yeah.
for me. because it's just, you know, it just brings me joy, it brings a smile to my
That's
faces
awesome.
because y'all, man, y'all be loving y'all kids, bruh.
When well, I'm not pumping them out. I didn't pump them out my body, but after you see this cat get pumped out, and then you start supporting and being responsible for this sucker all the time, he's like, hey, hey, this is my kid, man. I love this dude, man. I take you out of here for my kid, man. But no, you just, I mean, day by day, you're seeing this person, you know, just like you would see your mom or your mate or whatever the case may be, and you form this strong relationship with this kid, and it's like, dude, like that, I got to put my shield up. You know,
Yeah.
where we at? Where we at? What we gonna do? You know what I mean? So no,
Mhm.
it's real, man. It's real. I know if I had a girl, my if I had a girl, it'd be a done deal, man. It'll be a done deal.
Listen, I may be biased, but you know, girls are just, you know, they did change. I know having a kid, having a son can change your life, but girls, man, we
Yeah,
just the bomb.
it'll be a done deal. I'm like holding off right now. We'll see how it works out, but yeah, I don't know. I probably would be the softest cat in the entire world if I had a girl, but yeah.
I know one of the other things that we talked about with you, Trevoy, is that you are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about your latest endeavor, your latest business with My
Yes.
Balance watches.
Wait, let me show you real quick. Let me show it real quick.
Yes.
I wear this thing
Yes.
every day. I wear it to sleep. I wear it when I'm working out. I haven't started wearing it in the shower yet because I don't. They're like it's water resistant. I just don't trust that yet. I don't trust anybody saying something is water resistant. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, but no. So really cool story about maybe 6 months ago. I wanted something. I wanted a product. I wanted something to start representing for the most part, and I thought about, you know, clothes, bags, hats, shoes. I thought about all these different things. And also me and True have been was kind of talking a lot about different things too. But I wanted some of my own at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a very busy person. And so everything I'm coming from, like you said, is efficiency. And
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have a lot of like, you know, cool clothes, Gucci shoes, Gucci belts. No, I don't have a lot of that stuff. And I'm not knocking it. I just don't. I'm a very casual cat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just throw on my fit and I get out the door. We haven't been out the door lately. We've been inside the
Right,
house,
right.
but you know what I mean? But it's a very casual thing for me. If I put on a suit, I can do that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, let me find something that I can compliment people where they feel confident when they get out the door. They can throw something on and still feel good about their outfit, feel good about
Mm-hmm.
themselves. Right. And so when you're a dad, you're an entrepreneur, you got a 9 to 5, you got a family, you got a lot going on. So I was like, okay, let me look at a watch. So I talked to my fiance about a watch, and it was like a regular little watch. Like, you know, see some watches, throw it out there, but it was more of a product thing at that point. And so, and I was like, okay, I want to take this to another level. So I started to think, I'm like, okay, what is something I can really like remove it from product stage to more of like a theme, like a brand, like a, you know, some passion behind it. So it was a smartwatch. Everybody is wanting to be healthy. Everybody is wanting to, you know, improve their lives and all that good stuff. And same for me. And so the smartwatch, you know, it tracks your health, it tracks your heart, it tracks your steps, your sleep, it tracks all these different things. I was like, that'll be cool. I'm like, I may be the first African American that has a smartwatch brand. I did some research. I didn't see a lot of people. So I literally may be just that, which is cool. And so I came finally with the smartwatch, and I was like, this is something that I can stand out with, and I can implement this into my everyday life from working out, walking around, doing my thing. And I got this cool watch on. And that's kind of how it started. I negotiated with the suppliers for like maybe like 4 months, which was pretty intense. And then we came with a final, you know, watch, decided to do it. And I just kind of, I put it out visually 2 weeks ago. I've been running with it. So that's, we got a smartwatch brand. It's called My Balance Watches. The concept is to take the deal off of everybody else. It's about you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
here's my kind of kick on this. Apple, I love Apple. I love Apple. I love Steve Jobs. I love everything they do. But I feel like people wear Apple watches because, you know, it's a cool thing to do. People
Mm-hmm.
love the Apple brand, and I do as well. When I'm saying let's focus on you. You should make the watch and not the watch make you, right?
Yeah.
And that's called My Balance because it's your balance.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about self-empowerment, right? So we know what everybody else is doing. We know what all, you know, the movies, the celebrities, we know what they're doing. What are you doing? How are
Mm-hmm.
you bettering your life? And so that's the concept behind my balanced watches. And it says, the tagline is, it's time to get to know you. So that's the whole concept behind it.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I saw when you put out the visuals for it, and it really is, you know, another aspect of Trevoy, or maybe it's not another aspect. I think it's you as a brand because you
Right.
know on the visual, you guys can check it out. I'll put it in the comments below. It's My Balance Watches. It's the Instagram name as well. But it actually showed, you know, everything that it can do, you know, like you said, tracking your health and everything of that nature. And it really, all the results are going to be personal to whoever is this on, which made,
Thank you.
like
Thank
you
you.
said, just making it personal to you. So I think
Yeah.
it's super dope. And like you're really challenging people to tap in and, like you said, getting to know themselves.
Yeah, man, we got enough. Our whole lives have been watching other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about balance, right? But you know, what about you? Some
Yeah.
people, you ask them like, "What is your passion?" or "What do you do?" or "What do you love?" and they can't answer that question,
Mm.
and that's a no-no. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. That's a no-no. You need to get very involved with yourself, take some walks, and really find out what you want to do with your life because and nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna
Mm.
take care of you. Nobody's gonna save you, and it's gonna be on you to put that that rope out there for yourself to take care of yourself.
Right.
And so this week I had an amazing conversation with a potential partner, some media stuff. It's a lot too. It's a lot as far as
Uh-oh.
communication. Huh?
Okay, we're back.
We're communicating with people and the marketing, and it's a lot going on. But like I said, I'm trying to develop some partnerships. I'm going to have an affiliate program, so it's not just about the brand making money. I'm gonna allow people to have an affiliate link so they can make money with me. So if somebody buys a watch, I'm going to provide you an affiliate link if you want it. And if somebody sees you at the watch, you put that to them and they buy it, you get 50%. 50%. I'm giving you a 50%
Yeah.
cut of the watch. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Apple's not giving you 50% of
No,
their
they're
watch.
not. They're not.
You know what I mean? So I'm this is about pushing everybody. It's not about me. I don't believe in just me. It's about everybody getting what they want out of this. So that's
Yeah.
the deal.
Yeah. I applaud it. I'm excited for you. Like I said, when I saw you put out the visual, I was like, okay, let's get
Yeah.
it.
I appreciate it. I'm
Bet.
excited too. A lot of other stuff going on too. I'm also I have other opportunities. I'm always looking for people to partner with. Another opportunity. I can't really talk about it now, but if somebody want to hit me up on the DMA looking for opportunities, it's coronavirus season. I'm always putting people in positions to do great things. So hit me up in the DM too, man. I'm always looking to put people in position to help people. So a lot of other things too.
Hey, y'all better hit up the man, okay? He just told you. Whether you're watching this live or in the replay later, okay? Hit him up.
100, man. That's
Okay,
you
so
real, man. I rock out with you a lot. That's what's up.
I definitely just talked about all of these healthy items and health as well. But you're gonna be getting a goodie bag that has
Oh,
absolutely nothing healthy in
no, that Henny is cool though. Hey,
it.
I appreciate. I would have had my wine with me, but I got to work out, so I can't drink my wine right now. But I appreciate the Henny though.
Yes, and yeah, it's got. I mean, the alcohol has water in it, you know.
Right, right. No, I
Stay
appreciate
hydrated, you know.
100.
And then let me, as we wrap up, everyone, I just want to say thank you for joining us, and thank you again, Trevoy. I will
Absolutely.
close out with our closeout question that we've been asking the dads, and that is, what is your favorite thing about fatherhood?
Whew. Currently, my favorite thing. So, I mean, okay. Let me two part that real quick. I got to be extra and all that. My bad. So currently, my favorite thing, and this is so cheesy. It's cheesy, but I literally when he wakes up in the morning, me and my fiance literally this has happened every morning. We run to him and we're like, "Hey, what's going on?" We kind of like wake him up, and he's like tickling him and all that good stuff. So he loves that. He's basically expecting us to run to him every morning and tickle him and all that. So currently, that's my favorite thing to do every
Mhm.
morning as a father. But long, like really, what my favorite thing is that I get an opportunity to pass back my situations, my failures, my gains, my learning experiences to someone and help mold them. As I said, I don't want to like do everything for him. I don't want to like take his own experiences from it, but I want to provide him with a set of experiences that it can help him make decisions for his life. So the fact that I can mentor somebody naturally is the most important thing in my entire life. And obviously I try to do this with other people, and I have mentors myself. So it's just a link for the most part.
Yeah.
But the fact that I can naturally do that to my son and watch him grow, it's crazy. It's the best thing, and that's why I do what I do every day. That's what it is for me.
Man, that parenthood, they say there's that extra with fifth, sixth, seventh gear when you become a parent, just automatic mode.
I can't even make that up. I can't make that type of stuff up, man. I'll be lying to you if I can't make that up. You can't make that stuff up, man. You know what I mean? I guess it's another gear. It's another gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. And I'll just close out with quoting you from your post earlier. You said, I'm a resource for him, as in Matt, your son, with extra love. So
Absolutely.
that was, I was just like, you
It's all love, man. It's all love from it. It's crazy. Like I said, I want him to do what he needs to do. Just like LeBron does a great job at this stuff, man. LeBron is setting the tone a lot for just fathers, athletes, and I love LeBron for that, man. I don't think he's the best player in the world, whatever. I'll get beat up for not saying that right now. I'm a Kobe guy, but LeBron is doing an excellent job setting the tone, being a black person, a black man, a father, athlete, and I'm truly inspired by that cat for what he does with his family. So big time, and I'm trying to do the same thing. Every day.
Yeah, and it's only right. It's only right.
Absolutely.
Before we wrap up, shout out to you guys in the comments. My girl
Yeah, I
Frankie,
see y'all
his
down there, man.
mom, she agreed with you about the parent just shifting into automatic gear. Dasha said Happy Father's Day. I think she said yo chill because I was about to bust out the tears.
And let me respond back real quick. Hey, y'all, what's up? Nah, that's what's up,
As
man. It's
Trevoy is
cool to see everybody.
responding, just want to say thank you guys again. We've been doing this for 2 weeks now, just highlighting and celebrating incredible, amazing, involved Black fathers, and just giving you guys your love and your flowers. Just about every dad has been like, man, we appreciate it because they're like, man, Mom's Mother's Day, y'all get everything. Father's Day commercials.
Y'all get out of luck. Nah, it's cool, man. Truly appreciate it because it's important. The whole phase has been like, father's not doing this, and you get beat up a little bit. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm a good father, bro. You know what I mean? So it's cool to be able to speak to it. You don't have a chance to be able to speak as much about it in public, kind of your privacy with your friends and all that. But being a father is like a truly blessing. And I think the awareness is starting to get out there that people want that. They're embracing that role. So I'm definitely one of them for sure. But I appreciate you for doing it. So this is big time.
Hey man, it's definitely been my pleasure, and I think we're gonna continue to do this. Not every week, so don't nobody hold me to the fire. I'm trying to walk through the fire. Don't hold me to it. But we'll definitely keep giving you guys some love throughout the rest of this year. So I'm just excited for that. And before I officially close out, Trevoy, just let everyone know again where they can find out or find you and more information about you.
Yeah, just this little link right here, Trevoy Pointer. It's the same as on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm not big time right now. I ain't got a lot of stuff. I got a website coming down with the watches. But just find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at the moment. Same hashtag. Same handle, Trevoy Pointer. I'm available in the DMs. I'm talking to everybody on every platform because I do want to connect with people, like-minded people as well. So just hit me on the same little handle, Trevoy Pointer, and we getting it in.
Hey, bet. I appreciate it, Trevoy. And
Absolutely,
make
I
sure y'all
appreciate
tap
you.
in with my guy. Check out everything he's got going on because he is proficient. That was productive and efficient. Proficient. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
100. Anything I
Man,
can do too, let me know, Valencia. I'm here. Anything I can do to support, I'm 100% that. You've always been genuine and 100 and authentic, and I'm gonna always return it back to you as well.
Hey man, say less. You know the vibes.
Appreciate it.
Well, without further ado, thank you guys for tuning into the dialogue. Thank you again, Trevoy, and we will see you guys around on these IG streets.
Let's get it. Have a good one. See ya.
You too.